No! Nice boots, buddy. Can we do this? I think we'll take damage here. Yeah. I was gonna say, if we could get all the way... Everybody want to Wiisdom here? You probably wonder what I'm doing. And sometimes I do too. This is, I believe, episode 53, 1:20 in the morning. I've got a couple episodes of The Room uploading. I was looking for like straight up mending and I don't seem to have it somewhere in here, and I wish I would have freaking grabbed it. There was a book that had Respiration 3 and Aqua Affinity on it. It would take a long time to find it again. I'll do that some other time. I've got some plans here for today, and believe it or not, they don't necessarily have to do with this stuff. So I was working on my shovel here, got the pick ready to go. What I've run into, of course, as you can see, the stems are gone. We just have pumpkins and no plants to regrow, same with the watermelon. And that's because slimes come in, and I've been trying to figure out where exactly they spawn. I'm thinking it's this area. And we've been playing around with the chunk borders in the past. What I was doing earlier is I came in here and we've chiseled this out already. These are 2 new items because I went ahead and tried to go over towards the let's get our chunk borders up. Tried to get over above the reed farm, essentially, where I think the slimes are. And so the reason I didn't go ahead and knock out a couple more to see if we could isolate exactly where they're spawning. And yes, I know there's the chunk finder that we can use for this. I might use that in the future, but for now, I want to do this the old-fashioned way. Once we've done this one, I don't care about checking in the future, and ideally we could find multiple chunks like butted up together and get like a really good return on everything. That said, the problem I have here, you know, I've got this really awesome pick, and we've got another really awesome pick, but we don't really have a cobble pick per se. So where this one, you know, we've been getting tons of smooth stone, which is awesome because I like to use stone brick, which, you know, you craft from smooth stone. But what I'm getting at is I'd kind of like a dedicated cobble pick, just like a mad mamma jamma sort of a deal. I've got a couple here. That one's efficiency 4 and breaking 3. We could put fortune on it eventually. I think that's probably going to be my best starting point with what we have. Didn't I have an efficiency 4 book tucked away somewhere? I thought I did. Efficiency 4 and breaking 3. That would kind of waste that. Do efficiency 5. Somewhere in this mess. What is this? Yeah, this is a gold digger pick. So, come on now. Surely I don't want silk touch on this one. That's the problem. Efficiency 4, perfect. We got several of them. I knew I'd place them somewhere. Now the mending books I have pulled here, the fire aspect's very alluring to have with mending. We can make a really nice sword. Obviously, that would override it. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it. Let's grab this one. Knockback 2. I could get knockback 2 combined with mending from one of those channels, right? So let's take this efficiency 4 pick, and I'm wondering what the price differential will be. That's 5, and if we put mending on it, 2. Really? I guess that makes sense in the overall scope of things. What I want to see, though, is if mending would still be 2, so let's do it in that order. So this, ladies and gentlemen, will become a very important pick, the Cobble Crusader, number 1. That's right. Doing that in the event that we perish in the void or lava or something else terribly awful. So efficiency 5 on breaking 3, that's what we want. However, we can make this thing last a little longer. Okay, 3 levels, I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead and do it. Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. Works for me. So now we have the Efficient Silk Mender, and we also have the Cobble Crusader, and we've got Forever a Gold Digger. So I might actually need that on me, and I'll tell you why. So, let's get these chunk borders off of here. And believe it or not, what we're doing doesn't really have much to do with my plans for this episode. But there's a couple of things I want to cover before I forget. So, we've been working on that, right? And so while I'd hollowed that out, and I was like, man, you know, I should make a pick that'll get me some cobble. The reason I need cobble is to build the huge bridge I've been talking about over at the Wall of Wiisdom that way. And while I was down here and I'd hollowed that out and then I backtracked, I was thinking, you know, maybe I should just like hang around the area, see if I can get something to spawn. So it becomes a deal. It's like, well, what can I do to pass some time? My inventory was full at the time, so I couldn't really justify making a hoe. This is new, right? You probably don't remember the stone bricks here, and you probably don't remember this pathway extending. I need to get some more polished andesites. Is it andesite or diorite? I always forget. But yeah, this is where this comes out, right? And so what I've done here to add a little character, this mimics the wall that we've got set up on this side where we actually have the pumpkins and the melons. And this is the cool thing. Are you ready for this? Alright. This was all natural. I'm sure you can, again, it's funny how you tend to find the ores in this pattern. There's liable to be diamonds in there. For now, I'm thinking of leaving it because it just kind of looks cool. But check this out. So we come over here and you're like, well, why did you stop? Alright, let's actually start getting some cobblestone. How about that? Cobble Crusader #1, first ever block. Boom. So you're probably like, yeah, what's the deal? What's so special back here? Well, man, there's a lot more to this wall than I thought there was. But oh, it's so nice to see cobblestone again. Alright, so here we are. Check this out. You're like, wait, have you been here? There's cobblestone laid down around this lava. The answer is yes. If you come down here, I think I left this open. I did this earlier. Where this is going to pop out is right here at Project Genesis, sort of where we've got the wilderness right now. And it'll actually, it goes out here, lines up with that door as well. Can't remember how soon we get to a cave over there. So just popping up here, which I had done, and then I kind of got into this, and then I just had blocked it off, and it was forever just blocked off. Unbeknownst to me, as I started digging this way, I started hearing lava, and I was like, I wonder where that could be, and this is it. So I'd explored it up to this point, okay, and that's where I stopped, and obviously we didn't have an issue with anything coming in, for the simple fact, you know, hey, it's lava, right? So I'm gonna break this. I don't know if this is a ravine or a cave. Okay, you have our answer. Oh lord, not good. This is a precarious position to be in, isn't it? Okay, this is bad. It's not bad, it's just bad things could definitely happen here. So, oh, these caves. Alright, so, first thing first, what could we do? What do we have on us? Tell you what'll stick out like a sore thumb is a jack-o'-lantern here. I don't really like that being open. So we're gonna do that. Biggest thing here is I don't want to fall in lava, especially after I just referenced it. So, let's see. Let's put that guy here, and that will be my telltale sign that this is probably where I need to go to evacuate the premises. I'm not sure how much of this I will record with you. That's funky. Is that something I've done? I assume it is. Oh, jeez. Bear with me here. I hate it when these things like twist and turn like this. And you just have like a Swiss diamonds, Swiss cheese cave. Man, that's hard to say for some reason. So let's come over here, and maybe it's just lighting glitches that we have to deal with today. That would actually be quite lovely. Oh my gosh, that scared me. That was a baby zombie, right? Yeah. The question is, where are you at, bro? Jeez. That just, I mean, scared the snot out of me, dude. So terribly loud. Alright, so safety rail time. Oh gosh. That little minion could come down here is the problem. Love me? Alright, so. That's just another lighting glitch, okay. This is weird. Oh, stutter. That's not good. I hadn't stuttered at all this entire time, so that's just a lighting glitch too. Maybe this cave isn't as bad as I thought it was. Did we get how far up there before we ascertained diamonds? So that's probably going to be the problematic area, right? That's pretty solid, I think. Don't always recommend you go about things the way that I do. But for now, this will work. Look at that. I'm getting coal instead of just a stupid ore block I have to go back and mine sometime. Got so much of that jazz. Alright, so certainly something evil has had time to spawn up here. Ha. And we're dropping down to lava. Is that gonna be the ravine over there? Possibly so. I feel good having this taken care of. So, once again, we will do this. And, yeah, we've got ourselves a ravine. Nothing too crazy. Very narrow ravine at that. No diamonds peeking out at us right at the moment. So, what about this? You know, we could drop this off into the ravine and put some light down there, couldn't we? Alright, so cool. We've sort of mapped this area out. Doesn't seem to be any cave that way. And let's get up and out. And you know what? I will take the iron. I can never have too much iron. It's this stage in the game. Alright, so down we go. And you know what? I might make that too wide because we can. That's why. Alrighty, so this is going fairly well. Zombie is probably located elsewhere. So I think we'll roll with this as our entry point. How about that? Cool. So, got that. Yeah, I hear him again. That's cool. Didn't scare me that time. Do that, and that, and that. And see, how do we want to mark that out? Probably like that would be fine. So, do that. Cool. So that's going to be a pretty identifiable point, I suppose. Alright, so let's come in. I think the diamonds were down this way. Alright. That is so strange. The way that all just flows, you know? Okay, so this is bad news. That guy, I'll tell you. I'm gonna stop the flow of that actually. And we'll do this. I swear if he is somewhere and can come in here, I'll be very disappointed. Alright. Oh, gravel, you are the weakest link. So, Silk Minder, it's good to have you. No! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. That's so weak, dude. Should have seen that coming. I am tired. That's not really a good excuse for that, but... Alright, let's try this. Can't we reach that? Of course not. Okay. I don't know that I want to drop water is the problem. Let's do it this way. Really sucks to lose a diamond. Let's see the lava. Alright. So, we'll hop down here. And let's do this. Alrighty. And we'll silk you. Boom. Thank you. Boom. Alright, 5. Should have had 6. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, so that's that. This is not quite the cave I thought it would be, but it's not terrible either. I do have plans with this part, though. And it involves glass, and I think it could be pretty freaking cool. It's something we'll have to save for a little bit later on down the line. But for now, I've got something else on the agenda. Still no slimes, huh? That's unfortunate. Let's hop up here. I can't remember how many we needed. I know it wasn't many. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Oh, we did it. Okay, I told you, at whatever point in time that we ascertain a stack of diamonds, I would come in, we would pillar up in the sky, and we will whale them down with our forever gold digger pick. I'm gonna do that. It'll probably just be next episode. My apologies. So, don't I have iron somewhere? Really? I don't. No. Oh, lovely. You know what? Okay, so one of the other things that I'm wanting to do this episode, before I forget, we've got a lot of chests sitting all over the place with stuff in them. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's one of those deals where, you know, things get strung out, and it's best if it's all put away orderly. And our most recent project, the greenhouse, we've got several chests full of all sorts of miscellaneous blocks that would be better served if they were somewhere like in here. Where we can easily find them and pick them up and collect them, and have fun with them and use them later to build giant bridges and things along those lines. So there is that. And what we will do is actually pop out here assuming that it is daytime. And it is fantastic. Okay. It is a chicken. Right. I was a little worried there for a second. Okay, so if we drop down right over here, we've got the aforementioned chests. And there's just like a little bit of everything in these guys, and they're sort of out of place there, not gonna lie. Same thing here. That one I actually don't mind. I'd kind of like to build like something that looks like dockside storage. I need to keep tabs on if anything spawns in here. So far, so good. But I guess these two aren't terrible. I guess we could work with them, you know, somehow. But bottom line, I want to get these, at least these two, gone. And sorted and stored and all that good stuff. So that is actually what I am going to do. I'm not going to make you watch it, and then we will move on to the main plan for this episode, which is pretty exciting as well. So stay tuned. I'll catch you back here after I do a lot of cleanup. Okay, do you hear that? I've been working on that, and I started moving some of the stuff from Project Genesis. I came out my front door this morning, you know, expecting creepers or skeletons or something. There's a freaking zombie, a baby zombie. We were dealing with these clowns downstairs. All I can figure is he's like hiding out under the awning, which I thought I'd gotten enough torches in to prevent that. We'll see if that is the case or not. What? Oh, nice boots, buddy. Okay, that's not good. Oh, he's using the bridge. What a cool guy. Oh, how dare you set me on fire. You like that? Oh yeah, this sword is Bane of Arthropods. So it's not that great. How? It's really not this dark. It's really not that dark in here. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Set the place on fire? You know? I'm a little little lost. I don't know if they're like just spawning and then they come in here is maybe the thing. Makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. I feel like there's plenty of light there. Anyway, well, back to this mess. That's actually my stuff, so I've cleared that chest out. More rotten flesh, yay. So, yeah. Like I said, bear with me here, and I will continue working on the cleanup, and I'll be back when it is complete. Here moments later. We're back. You know what? I might actually leave this spruce stuff here. I'm gonna chop the chest up as soon as we're done with it. But for the time being, I think we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and equip that, and my shovel, and yeah, I'm good with this, and we'll actually take this with us. So what we're going to be doing, and it's probably known by the title of the video, although I'm not sure because I haven't titled it yet. Is that not cool? I swear, this cave with these guys, I don't know why. I'm guessing, oh yeah, I meant to clean this up too. Well, I'll do that some other time off camera, but eventually this won't be here floating. Is there any coal? There's not. So, I think wasn't there a wall in here with gravel? I bet that goes through to another portion of the cave. I remember we were stuttering like really bad when we got in here. Oh no. That was not smooth. Huh. Alright, cool. So that goes... Is that my little pond, I guess? Can I just get up here? Come on, gravel. Okay. I'm thinking it is, but is it a cave? Oh, we're gonna take drowning damage. Barely. Okay, so it's the river, actually. Okay, let's cap that. Good to know, good to know. And I'm actually going to go down here and take this coal, because we're going to need it. Now, if you recall, once upon a time, I had found a skeleton spawner. And that little skeleton spawner is at a location that I am not 100% sure I can find again. But I have a general... Oh my gosh, there's the lava. Frickin' A. We're finding all kinds of crud today. I was totally... Did I silk touch that? Dead gum. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna take care of that right now. Oh, you're kidding me. Things are not going well today. Okay, so this is actually, we'll probably just ravage that for furnace use. Which way did I come from? That way? I think so. Alright, bear with me. So, the skeleton spawner. Here's the story with that. I kind of think, I mean, I have the general vicinity down, but a question is, can I find it? And I don't know the answer to that. The way we found it, we were in a boat, and we got lost, way over that way, which is where we always go when we get lost in a boat. And then I just have to come back and start hugging landscapes and rivers, looking for birch, forests, with a little oak mixed in with the roofed forest. And the problem is, like, this area is actually kind of deep. What I mean by that is, like, there's the ocean, and then it's kind of like more in like a marshland, if that makes any sense. Which I don't know that it does, but that's, you know, it is what it is. And long story short, one time when I was sailing the coastline looking for where we wanted to be, there's no good way down, is there? Yes, there is. If there's water, there's a way. And I tell you what, isn't there a shortcut I could... No. If I could... Let's see if we can get that direction through the Lost Woods that we haven't been to in millions of episodes, it seems like. Still have cool plans for this area, it's just, you know, things happen and, you know. So this should cut through and save us a bit of terrain trouble. But I was boating around the ledge, perimeter of the, mainland or whatever you want to call it. Finally, I came in and there was just like this small river inlet, and we heard skeletons, and I said, hey, maybe that's a spawner, and it turned out to be a spawner. Okay, so there is where the bridge would be. Should I just boat it? Headcam. Of course I don't have a boat. Oh gosh, this is gonna be redonkulous, isn't it? So... And the thing is, I assume that I would have tagged it, like built a pillar in the sky, but I'm not sure that I did. Stutter, that's not good. So yeah, we're sort of in a bit of a predicament in regards to this location that we want to go to. So I'm going to do my best to get there, and when we get there, obviously, what we're finally going to do is attempt to build a skeleton farm. And the reason for that is I need bone meal, and I need bone meal so we can automate some flower farms, and just have lots of bone meal to use by hand as well. And I'm thinking I should probably go off camera, or we will spend the vast majority of this episode is going to be one of Wiisdom looks for somewhere that he's been that he can't remember the location of. I should really use coordinates or maps or something. That pig scared me. But I don't. So, there's that. I always have that issue when I pop out of a bed of like, okay, which direction was I going again? It looks like we broke up some conspiracy. The cattle and the pigs working together. Okay. Is there anything... I'm wondering if it's that over there. I think that's a dandelion and not a torch, though. Dang it. But yeah, what I was getting at, whenever I place beds down, you always you get flipped around and you're like, oh crud, where was I? I don't remember which direction I was traveling. The way I would do it is just whenever you pop up and you get, turned around, be like, oh hey, the pillow is the direction I was traveling. As long as you operate in that manner. So, sadly, we're going to have to waste a little bit of this wood. And I meant to bring glass with me. Fantastic. So, we'll do that. And gotta do this. Make myself a boat. And maybe I left a boat there, too. Planning ahead for this occasion? I don't know. But, I'm hoping it's over here. We turned in a river. And I'm thinking it is this way. If I can get here on the first try, that would just be fantastic. It has taken quite a bit of time, but the river basically sort of terminated. This feels like the terrain. I mean, it looks similar to what I remember. If this just suddenly ends, I think we'll be okay. And yes, there's my bridge. Ha ha ha. So apparently the genius that I am, and I did do the sugar cane to my credit. If I could find the shift key. So, did I not put anything into the sky? Apparently I didn't. Brilliant. The spawner is in there. You can sort of see the stuff. So I remember things. Let's see. Oh, and I did leave this crafting table along with this stutter. So what I will do now is let's properly mark this thing. Luckily I've got some stone bricks on me. And we'll put it here, sort of in the clearing. Go with 11, right? Hey, there's one of my paths over there. Cool. Oh, and there's the Wall of Wiisdom, the tower of it, so it's not terribly far away. But what we want to do now is mark this, and look out below, sheepy. Oh, this stutter, it stuttered right as I was going down. But yeah, I remember frantically exiting this area. And then it turned out like we had a bigger threat, I think, from down below than we did the skeletons. And that is a very rugged-looking area. We probably want to light it up a little. Well, like I said, this cave is quite quite small and easy to tame. So step one, we're going to eliminate things spawning behind us. We'll clean out this gravel just to make the place more aesthetically pleasing. And truce. Okay, invisible blocks. This usually happens off camera. I typically have to place blocks to break them again and get the invisible ones gone, if that makes any sense at all. So I feel like we've got this lit fairly well. Let's maybe do some highlighting here. And what I mean by that is not like a highlighter, like your college notes or something, but rather just literally placing lighting up high. So, shouldn't have anything spawning in here, I wouldn't think. Do one more just to be gratuitous. And popping up here, this is it, man. This is it. Was there anything? I remember, didn't we have an issue with an Enderman in this tiny little stretch? Possibly so. Possibly no. I don't know. Haha! Look at me. Well prepared. Okay, so, skeleton spawner. I have never actually built a mob grinder type of a thing before, and we're going to attempt to do that right here. So I'll probably have to dig it down and, you know, work with the terrain below us and things along those lines, but it should be a fun little project. I'll probably do most of it offline, or not offline, but off camera. Oh, I don't have pumpkins. I mean, I've got jack-o'-lanterns, but I needed pumpkins. I was going to try to, and I really didn't bring anything that I needed, sadly. I have some pretty cool ideas. I was going to try to use a lever and pistons to, like, turn on light sources in here to turn it off if we ever wanted to. But, yeah, for now, I guess I'm going to start digging and attempt to piece together a mob farm based off of this spawner. So I will be back, and hopefully we have something cool to showcase that will be functional. So stay tuned for that. I'll catch you back here shortly. Update number 1, I've done nothing with the spawner, but I did make this path. And, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So coming through here, we'll fill this. I just thought it looks like the perfect thing to do. There seems to be a lot of zombies. There's a cave right down there. Guess we should get some shut-eye here. But I kind of think that'll be a cool little path. And then I tell you something else. As we walk this path, kind of get a feel for it, which I think it'll be cool. We could maybe do like our little fence thing. Would sort of be a neat strategy. Oh, whoa, wow. Okay, yeah, that fence would just be fantastic, right? We could actually continue this thing just right over to here, and if I am not mistaken, and I don't believe I am, oh, I nearly made Depth Strider boots. I didn't realize I'd be working with water, to my credit. my apologies. So we'll have to do this and throw that away, and boom, do this. That away. I'll pick those up in a second. Cool. I promise there's a method to this madness for you. So we're going to ditch those again. Put that down. Possibly pick the seed up. No. Alright, so when I was up on the hill deciding I was going to do it stutter path, I saw, yes, that's my bridge. Cool. So, this is working out quite nicely, isn't it? Yep. So that's our little path to the village. Yeah, this is... Why can I not steer? Alright. So you remember building that, our path. You can't really see it too well, but it is here. Trust me. So yeah, let's just quickly dock here. Boom shakalaka, right? So here we are. We've kind of got everything laid out again. If you don't recall, we've got the path that goes all the way back towards the Wall of Wiisdom. And then from here, I put up another stone pillar on the other side. I think that's the one right above the spawner I did off camera. Man, this is stuttering. But yeah, this is it, man. We're on our path to the village. So this is a very cool tie-in. We've got all sorts of things going for us. We've got that cut through up there. We've got... Oh, That is why. Why are you there? I don't know what I was thinking that was. Weirdness. that was that was weird. So I'm running over here because this is sort of the fence thing I'm thinking about doing on that path that we just carved out over there. I think that could be pretty promising. So I still plan to put a waterfall here. Don't think I've forgotten about that. And I think it's going to be marvelous. Wow. Can I stair step or not? I'm thinking maybe from this vantage point we can see back over towards the spawner. Dun-dun-dun. So many dogs in this area, it's creepy. Not going to lie. Alright, so let's see if we can work our way this direction. Boom. Alright, so very, very good view here. So what we have, this is the path that we just came up on, our boat somewhere down there. And you literally, we also, remember I was going to build a dock into the pond there? Perfect. It's almost going to line up exactly with the spawner. Now, had I have marked the spawner properly, when I was laying all this out, we kind of would have known it was here, wouldn't we? But hey, hindsight is 2020. So yeah, right over there, man. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out why we cannot see the second pillar. But that's literally where we're working. So, can we do this? I think we'll take damage here. Yeah. I was going to say, if we could get all the way... Exactly as I planned it, my friends. So let me see here. This is where I was going to build a dock. And look at that. In fact, let me grab the boat. And we'll see how close we are. Man, this is stuttering bad. So glad that we got our caving done earlier. Where did I park that thing? There it is. Alright, you know what? Actually, we can just go this way. So, imagine if you will, we're parked right over there at a dock, and you literally, there's the two pillars. I mean, it almost splits the middle. How freaking cool is that? There's our crafting table, so I'll just park this thing here. I could build a little pass-through for the boat if we wanted to. And here we are. Here we are, man. This is the spawner. So, that's awesome. That's like ridiculously awesome. You can barely see the bridge from here. The wood sticks out like if you know it's there. But if you didn't have a clue that it was there, it blends in very nicely. Speaking of that, what are we down to? 12? Yeah, 11 FPS. Cool. So I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing here because I don't want to die because we were stuttering because the game isn't performing well. So I'll finally get to work on this, but man, that worked out awesome, I have to say. So speaking of junk, I picked up a lot of it, didn't I? Doing that path. But hey man, I think we're coming along pretty well. So I'll continue work here, or actually I guess start work here. But you know, what can you do? Just for my own safety, I'll lock that in. I think we should be good from here. Man. And I'm going to quit recording and see if I can still play the game or not. So stay tuned and I'll catch you back here shortly. Alright, 3:06 in the morning. I've got a water source here. I've got a basic setup. That's actually the chest we kept. Let me deposit some of this stuff. So I'll throw these back. Won't need that. I think we can haul everything else around with us. So progress here is sort of halted because I need dispensers, redstone, pistons, sticky pistons, lots of supplies I don't have handy right now. You know, that kind of bothers me. Let's go ahead and just fill that in for now. So I've sort of spruced the place up a little bit, not that the thing is functional or anything yet, but just did this last night, late last night, Minecraft night, not real night. I think that looks pretty cool. So I've got some pretty good ideas for this place. This kind of secures it without having to put a door and make it look like a home or something. Initially, I just put the oak slabs here, and then I came in and added the exterior row of the cobblestone. And I don't know. I might add wood to the perimeter and then put supports, but right now we don't really have the time to deal with that. I did sort of widen this just a tad. Obviously, we're probably going to want to redo it, but right now, that's not really the priority. So, what I believe I am going to do is actually run home, take a little bit of this stuff. You know, I guess I could take a little more cobblestone. But I'm going to head back and grab all that stuff I mentioned, and then I'll be back here. So we will actually, like I said, be using that cobblestone. You know what? I've got an idea. I'm going to be using this cobblestone on the bridge to the Wall of Wiisdom. So I'm going to, by gosh, put that stuff in a chest in the area that we will be building the bridge, because I think that's the smart thing to do. So that said, that's where I'm headed, and I don't know. I think this is coming together okay, but let's see. I suppose the best way to do this is just meander that way, huh? So that's what I'll be doing, and hey, I will catch you back here as we've got some more progress, so stay tuned for that.